Hello everyone, Piercenation here. Welcome back to the new deck profile. This is my undefeated first place Blue Eyes White Dragon deck profile at locals. So this is primite Blue Eyes. I'm gonna spoil it a little bit here, and I'm gonna show you why that this went undefeated. Sum it up real fast. I tried to do a video about it a minute ago, and I made it like way too long, so I decided I was gonna redo it. Like I said, I'm just going to sum it up. I forget that I already went over most of these cards. So I do have the primate cards in here. So just know this is not budget at all. So just up here. And we'll get on with the deck profile. And we'll do it. I'll do it pretty quick, so we won't have anything like that. So 2 Blue Eyes White Dragon. Play 2 of this card, not 3, not 1. I kind of want to play 1 of this because the utility of this card is going down. But I think 2 is like a sweet spot for it right now, so we're just going to play 2 right now. Also, we do not play Jet Dragon, because Jet Dragon is like just another added brick to this deck, plus it doesn't facilitate a lot of combo. So, we'll do 2. I understand that people like True Light, but it's not really that necessary in this deck. 3 copies of Maiden, the 1 card starter. 3 copies of Sage, another 1 card starter. I can't go wrong there. Those 2 cards combined together, they just do so much. And next, I have 2 Primite Ether Barrels. I have a 3rd one on the way. So in its place, I'm playing 1 for 1. Also, I need to say this list is at 42, by the way. But yeah. Didn't really notice the 3rd one missing a lot. There was a few games where I had like load, and I was trying to get follow up, and I could not like resolve load because I knew I didn't have another barrel, and I'd already went through drill beam. So yeah, plays the 3. This is the most broken card I've ever read in my life. I'm not gonna lie. Then your 1 items, you play 1 Bestial Magnemite, and you play 1 Kaiser Seahorse. So I did have a problem that I ran into with Seals, playtesting against Crystron, where I couldn't get into the Blue Eyes package, which caused me to lose. So now I play 1 Kaiser Seahorse just so I can bridge it and get there off of a Seals. So, and specifically how you can do it, this is technically a bad 1 card starter, but it's still there. Like, you can normal it, look it off, do all that bullshit. It's just, you have to decide what you would want to do. There is a way where you go 1, you link 1, you already have Blue Eyes engraved to the Primate stuff, special Blue Eyes, and then you can just drop this out of your hand, which is typically how I do it. Yeah, just play the 2 1-0s. Mag is the engine, how you bridge to this and the primate engine, so gotta play it. It's also just really good non-engine too. So we're gonna get into the hand traps. 3 Bell, 3 Ogre, 3 Nib, 3 Ash, 3 Veiler. I'm gonna fix this Nib because it's gonna get on my fucking nerves. Yep. So, a lot of hand traps. Yes, this deck can play 19 non-engine hand traps. This deck's really good. You can search Veiler. Imagine dropping Veiler 3 times on your opponent in 1 turn. I have done it. I have indeed done it. So yeah, a lot of hand traps. I think you can normal summon Veiler and make the link 1. That's funny. Yeah, I have done it too many times to count. Just because I needed to get Maiden rolling and I didn't have another card to do it. Spells, 3 Wishes, 1 Roar, 1 Mausoleum, and a 1 for 1. So I'm going to talk on Wishes just for a second, real fast. Play as a 3, not 1, not 2, 3. If you're playing it as a package, if you're playing 1 to 2 of it, sure. But if you're playing the Blue Eyes deck, you're maxing this card out. This is the best fucking card in the deck. Best card ever printed for Blue Eyes. You're gonna play this card. Like, don't be fucking stupid. run one roar. If you're not playing Primite, max this out, or at least play 2 of it. We don't have the space to do it, or we definitely would. 1 mausoleum, because obviously you need the search target. It's just an engine requirement for the spirit. And I've been talking about this card for a long time, saying, "Oh, this card's good," and everyone's like, "Oh no, it's not that good." 1 card comes out, searches it, and it's all of a sudden good. Kiss my ass. Anyway, 1 for 1, because you can get the maiden. And this is going to be barrel, by the way. But for now, it's 1 for 1. Let's get into the latter half, which is the pretty part. It says, load and a drill beam. Engine requirement. Searches any primate card. Also, you can declare a Blizzard Dragon, spell summon up from deck, hand, or graveyard. This is kind of what you want to be doing. And then drill beam. So if you control a primate monster and this is engraved, you can reset it. This can target any face-up card, negate its effects, and then banish it, which is crap. True Light, and then Majesty. So these are your 2 one-of engine requirements for the traps. You play this because you pop cards. The more cards you're going to be able to out on board, the better off you're going to be. This makes your grind game infinitely better, because under drill you can just set this with the True Light, and your opponent has to fight with the Primite shit, which is going to annoy the piss out of them. And then True Light, you can get advantage with the True Light, because you only need True Light for 1 turn. If you can get the True Light for a turn, you win automatically, because you will just get access to wishes on your opponent's turn, and you will roll them. They cannot keep up with it. They have to literally out back row, go really far, and hope you don't have nib, which we're playing 3 of it. So, not only that, but that's something that Rizal struggles with, is back row. They're really bad against decks that utilize traps, because they don't have a lot of outs for them. The best thing they have is Excidion Knight, and I don't give a shit. I can get through next time Knight. Hell, I can get through it before it even comes out. So, yeah, just the 2 traps. You can special summon Blue Light, and it can't be targeted with True Light, by the way. Just whatever. 19 orange traps. Putting in perm. So, when I get Dominus Purge, my cut is going to be Ghost Spell, because Ghost Spell is the least impactful hand trap in this deck. But it is good. It is good. It is good, this format. I will not question that. It's just, most of the things that are on the board can be handled by targeting negation, Ash Blossoms, and the Beers. That's my thing. We're playing Purge over Bell because we're trying not to get Talanced as much as possible, but Talents really doesn't affect us that much. So we'll go extra deck first. I'm not bullshitting you. 3 link 1. Reason is, they come up. I'll make a spreadsheet on it later. My throat's really starting to hurt me now. But damn, I keep pulling this fucking mat. It does come up. Go 3. You use 2 to make a seals, and then on the following turn you make 1 for the follow-up. These also are really good at eating imperms, and they will imperm them because it has 2 really good effects. They don't want it to bring back the blue eyes, so they will imperm this thing. Which is, I think it's fucking hilarious. So like, typically, I'll go barrel effect, they'll imperm barrel. I'll link off, link 1 effect. They'll imperm this too. That's hilarious, because if I have load, I have Sage, any of that kind of stuff, I just go ham. Because this locks me in the dragons while it's on board. There are so many extenders in this deck, including Roar. I could have Wishes, you know. Kaiser doesn't really do anything in this scenario. Mag doesn't really do anything in the scenario either. But like, if you have like Maiden, Wishes, Roar, Load, you will play through double imprint pretty well. I do it all the time. I just never really looked at how many cards that there was that I could play through it with. But yeah, you can definitely do it. So, 3 is the engine requirement. There's a game state where you go on turn summon 5, you make second seal, which you'll see we're playing 2 seals in here. You'll make seals on 5 without using load. And if they decide they're going to nib, you just make another seals. All they're doing is facilitating you with actual combo. Or if you don't have access to the primite engine, it gives you access to primite engine because they're stupid. And then you don't just summon out fucking the primite dragon with the seals. You'll summon out mag, and mag will add either this or it'll add Kaiser. Or if we get to the side deck, it adds something else, which is really spicy. IP, SP, access code. These are the links that we're running. So I need to go ahead and explain why IP is in here. IP is not here to stay. It's just a filler because I don't have a new card for it. And I believe there's nothing else better to run than a high count of links in this deck. Is specifically, I'm going to be running Lina and Selene in this deck to make the access code. Because stealing a detonator is fucking hilarious. Because that makes it to where I can kind of overextend, and if I have to, I just start running through my opponent's board like no tomorrow. But mainly we're just stealing the detonator to get to the access code line. And right now I don't have a real good target for access code, so it only gains 2k. But once I get Selene, we'll be dealing. Selene's fire. But we're just going to run it like this for now. The Typhon in the extra deck that we have here is going to go too. So run them like that. You can make the SP pretty easy because you will make it. And then also do note that it is 2 effect monsters. I fucked that up in testing. So yeah, don't fuck that up and leave Blood on board when you make the IP because you won't be able to make the SP. Because funny enough, with IP, it's 2 non-link monsters, so you can use the Blue Eyes for that. Yeah. Slight misplays. They come up. They come up. I'm playing a $10,000 tournament here in April, so I gotta be ready for it. So I play near Ultimate Dragon and I play the Tyrant Dragon. Reason for these cards is this is the graveyard negate. You never make this, and this is the best card in this fucking deck, by far. Attacks all monsters your opponent controls, unaffected by trap cards. So fucking perm and all that stupid jazz. Why I love this card so much is its ability, 1, to attack everything. My opponent controls 1 each. But secondly, its ability that in damage step to reset a trap, which is when this card activates. So anytime it battles, if this thing attacks directly and deals damage, activate. You'll set like Imperm, you'll set like Solemns, because it can set Judgment, it can set Strike, it can set any trap from your graveyard. So 1-on-1, can't go wrong there. That's correct. You can make Tyrant very easy. Multiple cards in the stack. Synchros, 1 Lightsworn Dragon, Double Spirit Dragon, which is correct. One Ultimate Spirit Dragon, which is correct. And the Typhon, which I'm cutting. So, I need to explain Typhon here. Really, it's annoying to say the least. Say, this card is just ass, this format. Like, I don't understand why people are trying to play this card and make this card good. It's just not good. I don't like Typhon. Typhon is literally a bad card. Like, sure, you can slap it down on something to get rid of a detonator, but then you still have the problem with, I can't summon. And you could say, well, it's really good in a deck like Blue Eyes because you don't really need to summon much, and you can keep resetting your traps, and blah blah blah, and you can do load. Yeah, it's great, but I can't normal summon Barrel, so that means I can't get back to Drill Beam, which means I'm fucked. What? I'm going to summon Barrel? This is the scenario that they're wanting you to do. They're wanting you to normal summon a Barrel, set a Drill Beam, make a Typhon. Out the detonator. Without cross-negating this. It's not gonna fucking happen. That's not fucking happening. I'm just gonna tell you that right now. That's the scenario that they're all drawing up, and it doesn't work. It doesn't make any sense. So, yeah, cut this card. This card's ass. It's not good. Maybe in the future it'll see some like moderate play in this deck, but it's card's ass. Don't play it. Don't play Typhon, please. Love of God, do not play Typhon. So I'm cutting it. Right? My cards, one Celine and line I get here, I'm taking out Typhon. And I will do another deck profile, showing you all the updated version. This is just a first place build, so I need to like show it off a little bit. 3 Phantasme, searchable, off steals. Really fucking good. If you don't have Mulch Armies, play this. I believe I won't play the Mulch Armies until like the reprint. So 3 Hunter, really good. 3 Lancia, 3 Ultimate Slayer, and then I'm on 3 of the Solemn Strike. So this is everything for the side deck. Again, you can search Phantasme off of Seals because it is a dragon. Chaos Hunter and Lancia, that's just straight Malice Hate. All 9 of these cards are Malice Hate. This does come up in Mirror. And the Ultimate Slayer is why I still have the Typhon. It is good against Ryzil, but it's mainly for like Malice and Blue Eyes. Because if they have Spirit Dragon on board, and you know, I obviously do not have to go the route with Spirit Dragon. I can send the Ultimate Spirit Dragon, or I can send Lightstorm, or I can send, you know, one of the spirits, and I can just out like whatever's on board. It doesn't matter. Because there's a lot of time to go Blazar, and you'll literally go Ultimate Slayer, send Spirit, out to Blazar. Does happen. Strike, it's just overall good coverage. Lancia, Chaos Hunter, and Fantastic. Dragon Phantasme, obviously, you know, they're Malice Hate. They're all Malice Hate. Some people will question, you know, my side deck. There's not really anything to question on it. The only card that I can question on it is Ultimate Slayer. Lancia is standard for any side deck. Chaos Hunter for me is going to be cut for Gravekeeper's Inscription because Inscription's just better. Because with Mermail, if I go first, I can just automatically shut them out. Going against Malice going first, I automatically shut them out. There's a lot of game states where I can just shut players out because I have, you know, the certain cards. Oh, excuse me. Ugh. And then like Phantasme just gets you the draws, plus the, you know, you're going against anything that targets like a detonator. It'll negate and destroy it. So that's fascinating. And then Ultimate Slayer is getting cut for something. because once I make the changes to the extra deck and I do cut the Typhon, I don't have a thing for detonator. So that might end up being Xyz's Encore. No, I'm not prepping for the Mitsurugi version because I know it like the back of my hand. And I know if I play Gravekeeper's Inscription and say no effects in the graveyard for the turn, and I just put up a weak ass primite board and it rolls back to me, I will kill them. Obviously I do know that. It's pretty damn simple. And then like if you go like second into the board, we have a lot of hand traps in here, boys. And that's one thing that deck does not like, is hand traps. I played it long enough, I know. If you start pissing hand traps away at that fucking deck, they don't like it. Also, if you impulse the fucking ritual spell, they don't like that either. But yeah, I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory, pretty simple. You can get through Ame pretty easily. You just gotta like clean up the back row first, because that back row, it'll move. And that's what you need. You need that back row to move a little bit. If you win the dice roll against Mitsurugi Raizo, it's a wrap. Like, they're not going to win. Like, there's no possible game state to where they're going to be able to come back. Because you set up pretty mediocre boards. So, like, you'll end on, like, fucking, like with the set, this, a drill beam, a load. And then in your graveyard, you'll have Barrel, you'll have Blue Eyes, you'll have the Maiden. I don't think is there another card that will be in there. I don't think so. I think that's pretty much it, right? Yeah, that's it. So like you'll end with Isengrave, and then you'll have just a fucking Stills chilling. I need to have the field spell up. Now I can show you what the board looks like. So this is what your board will look like. So if they go into it with board breakers, better be a duster, because if not, it's not going to do anything. If they do duster, I'll just Stills and bounce my own shit. But what makes it funny, which technically you don't have to, I'm just going to go and tell you this, because you do have an Omni on the board, and if they go like Dust or Lightning Storm, you are going to flip Jewel Beam and you are going to, target negate it, whatever. But always, when you go draw phase, you do this. Get Blue Eyes out, trigger Maiden, bring her out. Because you got to have Drill Beam on. This is if you don't have the Blue Eyes cards. If you don't have a White Dragon in hand, or you don't have another barrel, you have to do this. I don't like doing this simply because it does play into evenly matched really bad. If you do go evenly matched, you have to go Stills effect, bounce Blue Eyes to hand. Or you gotta do True Light or Load, whichever one you want to do. So if you get evenly here, you can Bane of Seas face down, that's fine. You gotta leave one of these on. You're gonna bounce the other one in the hand. So if it's me, I'm gonna go Stills. I'm going to, well, let's say I already used Jewel Beam like a duster and I get evenly. I go Stills effect. I'm going to bounce Load back to my hand. And then on Resolution, put these face down. Stills effect on Resolution. Mag, get mag effect on their face. Seems weak and subtle, but that's fine because you have load. It doesn't really matter because you still have access to this, so like draw phase, you will get the wishes. So then you just, the wishes, which, sage, see what I mean? Like you have options. You're not really surviving the turn if you're able to out things as easy as that. Yeah, like, oh, you don't have any interaction. Yeah, I don't have any fucking cards in hand, guys. I do understand that. I'm just showing you, like, how to play through boards. Because you think they're gonna get through this deck. Ain't no fucking way. I've played this deck long enough to know that if you have like anything for it, like evenly don't do shit to this deck at all. I just showed you how to get through it because we're assuming on a duster. I'm definitely using a drill bit. What are they gonna do? Evenly then duster? I don't think so. They're gonna duster right away because they're gonna try to get more interaction out of the board. Because that's what they're gonna go for first. And then they're gonna go for the evenly, which again I told you the evenly is really easy to get through. That's why we played the blue eyes because you can banish and face down like whatever. Who cares? I don't get barrel on standby phase. But you need it to have the drill beam live. So just know. But that's easily how you get through it. And again, I cannot say this enough. We're playing 19 hand traps. If you evenly this board and I let it go, like I just did, you're gonna lose. Because more than likely I'm gonna have that non-injured. And I'm gonna have the follow-up. Because this deck's almost 50-50 on both, so. Deck's pretty damn wild. So, before we get off here, I'm going to show you the main combo you do in this deck. And nothing more. You won't do nothing more. You're just going to do the main combo. And it should be shuffled enough where I can give you a good test hand and show you what it is. But I'm going to show you like kind of like what the hand looks like. Because that's something people are curious of whenever they do like deck profiles and stuff. They're like, I wonder what the hands look like. Like how much non-engineer we're seeing compared to engine. And really it's almost a 50-50 split, which is nice. I was shocked that it was basically 50-50. Because when you hear us talk about like, oh, we play 19 non-engine and 42 cards. It sounds better than it is. There it is. That's exactly what it looks like. So, this is a non-engine and an engine requirement. So, if you have this, you're fine. So, you're like Maiden. You're going to do all this in under 5 seconds. I'm going to tell you that right now. True light, you're going to set your wishes. You're going to go ahead and activate wishes. If I'm you, I pitch the bell. The nib, you want to hold on to the nib because it can do really good for you. Plus you have plenty of non-engine to play through literally God itself. Yeah, I could turn on the fucking other cards, but I don't care enough to do that. You want the trap, you don't want the spell. You can literally get to everything from here. So, we have not summoned yet, which is fantastic in this deck. Sage doesn't have to resolve, but if it does, go grab Baylor. So you're gonna say it's are you going to get through this deck if you evenly match it? I don't fucking think so. This is just one test hand just to show you, like, what you're looking at. Very good. So, you only one. You go for summon 2. For the spirit effect. You go to the mausoleum. Mausoleum target. By the way, if you go mausoleum target and they get rid of the target, it still sends blue eyes. That's a funny ruling that you can figure out on your own. Now that we are on summon 2, you can go effect here. Summon back to blue eyes. Go main effect, summon herself back out. So now we're on summon 3 and 4. So I don't like to do 3 and 4 very often. This is a shittier line, I will say. I don't wish this here, but it's just bad. It doesn't really matter, because like, if they nip here, I can just extend with mag, so like, it doesn't matter. So, yeah, 2, A link 1. They want a nebula, they're going to do it now. Which doesn't matter, because you do have the second normal summon, so you can just normal summon the Veiler, turning it into another link 1. And then you can do mag, and you can make the seal still, so like, it doesn't matter. So, this is the worst spot to nib. Needless to say, without primite, you're still not going to be getting through this. It's not going to happen. You can't target blue eyes, so this is without primite. So on definitely on the your opponent's turn, you will at some point activate mag, banish something. Whether if it's your own shit or not, it doesn't really matter. If I banish my own shit, I'm banishing the link 1s in grave. So I'll banish like spirit, bring this on, and then like in phase. You will start definitely be searching fucking barrel. Because your opponent's definitely not going to get through your shit, and they're probably going to let mag resolve. Even though they don't want mag to resolve. But you'll get to fucking barrel, you'll draw, and you'll just go ahead. That's what I'll like too. So. Yeah, but I just figured I'd give you all a little bit of a demonstration. I will be doing a full spreadsheet on this, and the spreadsheet will be long. It will take like 4 to 5 hours to do. I will do it probably next week. Whenever I get this deck fully done and I feel like this deck is like ready to rock and roll, I will have the spreadsheet out. I will be working on the spreadsheet and then getting it out. I should have it out in 2 weeks, I think. The reason for that is I want, you know, to go over the deck as a whole, and when I do that day, I need you all to. It will be free on the channel. This is the only spreadsheet I'm giving fully done on this channel. Only one. When I give it on this channel, it is free. It is free to you all. It is free to anyone who wants to view it. Do take with a grain of salt. It is going to take a long time to make. And it will probably have some looping track in the background like I have this one. This is the Pokemon Insurgent song. I really like the song. So I like listening to it as I do deck profiles. So just know, again, when we do the deck profile in like 2 to 3 weeks, or not the deck profile, when we do the spreadsheet in 2 to 3 weeks, that it will be a long fucking video. I know there's a lot of people on my channel that don't like when videos drag out past, 30 minutes or whatever. But I can't really help it. This is the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! Like, you want information? I normally sell information. In this case, I'm going to be nice enough on my channel to do spreadsheets. And I'm only going to do it for Blue Eyes. So, it's the only one. If you all want my spreadsheets going forward, you're going to have to pay for it. That's just what it is. This deck, I will be on it for the entire format until they start banning these cards because they're broken. And I don't think they're going to ban them because I think this is going to be a standard this is the new standard. This is what we're going to be doing. Also, I'm going to make a little fucking subtle hint in this video. I do think the Snake Eye cards are coming back. I think OSS is coming back to 1. I think them banning that card was not fucking right, and they shouldn't have done that. I understand that the deck was really good, and it's been good for fucking so many formats, but like, that deck's fine. That deck's fine. This deck hard counters it, so like, it doesn't really matter. So, then I will be doing a spreadsheet for this deck, so keep that in mind. That this is the only free spreadsheet I will be doing on this channel, period. So don't take advantage of what I'm doing here, because I will give you all the information you need. I'll show you every line. I'll show you how to play through multiple hand traps with certain cards, certain hands, and some hands just aren't meant to play through stuff. Some hands, like that hand you saw before, where if I was going second and I drew, I don't know what the draw would have been. But if it wouldn't have been a starter and I got talents for my money and they ripped the, I believe it was Maiden out of my hand, I don't play the game. It was either Maiden or Wishes. I don't remember which one it was. I know I did resolve Wishes. I'm thinking it was Maiden. But yeah, again, if I get talents and they rip that out of my hand, I don't play the game. There's a high possibility I do play the game though, because I did have Bestial Magnum out. And, if I Bestial Magnum up and I bring out Dude, you rip me for my money because I play the one of, I just start to cause a Seahorse. So, it's also an option too, but, you gotta take good with the bad and you gotta do what you gotta do sometimes in order to be good in this game. And I think I need to give you all a free spreadsheet just to show you all what my spreadsheets are and why that I do make them. My spreadsheets are not like, oh, let me show you these three combos. These three combos will carry you through the entire tournament. That's bullshit. That will not carry you through shit. My spreadsheets are very in-depth. They show you how to play through multiple layers of interruption. They also show you how to play through hand traps, 1, 2, 3, 4, and even 5 hand traps. I don't expect anybody to play through 5 hand traps. I'm just going to tell you that right now. If they got it, they got it. But, I'm just assuming that no one's playing through 5 hand traps. Have I done it? Yes, I have done it. I've done it in this deck already. The board you put up is not very strong, but it does still work. Because you have the primite stuff to grind, you have the Blue Eyes stuff to grind. You can keep getting through the trap if you have Tyrant. So you can get through the hand traps. It's just fucking difficult. But without further ado, let's get into this deck profile. If you all have any questions about anything before I do the spreadsheet, let me know in the comments down below, and I'll get back with you. This is Piercenation, and I'll see you all in the next video. Piercenation out.